We have all had that debate with our friends. Which consoles are the best? Well, have no worries, because in this top 5, I'm going to reveal what are the 5 best consoles of all time. Now this is purely subjective and we all have our favorites, but I am trying to measure cultural impact, sales, design, and of course games. I'm Pretty Poor Gamer and before I forget, let me just say please subscribe to my channel if you enjoy this video or any others. Anyway, now, let's begin. At number 5 on the list is the Sega Dreamcast. Released in Japan in 1998, it was the first 6th generation console on the market, beating the PlayStation 2, GameCube, and Xbox to store shelves. It was Sega's last home console, and one of their finest in their 18-year history. Only a measly 10.6 million Dreamcasts were sold worldwide, and that's a shame. Yes, it had a short lifespan, but when you consider the games that came out with it, such as Shenmue, which was well ahead of its time, Sonic Adventure, Crazy Taxi, Jet Set Radio, Skies of Arcadia, and Nights into Dream, to name but a few, it's a shame really that it never took off. The controller was nearly as big as the actual system though, but it did look like a slimmer PS1. Creative games and the fact it's the hipsters' number 1 console of choice these days takes the number 5 spot for the Dreamcast. At number 4, it's the Nintendo Entertainment System, or Famicom as it's known in Japan. It is what made gaming popular. While the Atari 2600 brought gaming into the households, the Nintendo Entertainment System brought gaming out of hiding in general. It sold a whopping 61.91 million units. It also helped revive the video game industry after the crash caused by the oversaturation of consoles and the poor quality of games coming out at the time. Arguably, the Nintendo Entertainment System looks quite ugly, but I find the controller a thing of beauty. It's a simple rectangle, a D-pad and 2 buttons. Elegant and effective. In total, there were 713 licensed games for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and 113 unlicensed games. That's a lot of games to get through. Plus, this was the start of the new term called Nintendo Hard, where games were brutally difficult, unlike the Nintendo of today. Oh, and it gets number 4 spot as well for Rob the Robot accessory. At number 3, it's the PlayStation. The PlayStation was Sony's first foray into the console market after parting ways with Nintendo on their joint venture. It used a disc drive and was released in 1994 as part of the 5th generation of gaming. The PlayStation was cool and made gaming cool. The console sold a huge 102.49 million units. That's 20 million more than the last 2 consoles I mentioned combined. When I say the PlayStation made gaming cool, that isn't an opinion. It's more of a fact. If you went to a rave club, or in fact any other club in the 90s in the UK, you would see people playing Wipeout in the corner on the PlayStation. And it wouldn't just be a couple of people, it would be crowds of people coming round cheering them on. It was a console for the late teens into your 20s people. And with games such as Final Fantasy 7, 8 and 9, Gran Turismo, Wipeout, Metal Gear Solid, and Resident Evil, you could see why it was so popular. And this is why it's on at number 3. At number 2, it's the Nintendo 64. While it wasn't Nintendo's most successful console, selling only a measly 32 million units, and the console was quite ugly, and the controller was quite bad, it gave you blisters when you played Mario Party, and it still used cartridges. I mean, what's it even doing on the list? And at number 2 for that matter. Well, I will tell you, poor misinformed gamers, games make a system, and the Nintendo 64 certainly had that. Ocarina of Time is regarded as a near-perfect game. Also, 007 GoldenEye was on the system. Conker's Bad Fur Day, Super Mario 64, Mario Kart, Banjo-Kazooie, and Majora's Mask all made a plethora of great games to play in the N64. It also had one of my personal favourite games, Mystical Ninja, which I did a Let's Play on, if anyone wants to check that out. It was the on-sofa multiplayer console of choice as well, and comes in at number 2 cause I say so. Unsurprisingly, taking the number 1 spot, it's the PlayStation 2. It released in March of 2000 and has sold a whopping 155 million units. To put that into a rational number, the population of my own country, Scotland, is just over 5 million, so everyone in Scotland could have 31 PS2s each. The length of all the PS2s end to end equaled 29,450 kilometers, or, for a cool fact, it could cover Florida width to width 114 times over. But enough about facts though. The controller is comfy, the design is edgy and modern. Sales are impressive, but without games it's nothing. The PlayStation 2 had Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy XII, more Gran Turismo, Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil, Team Ico games gave birth to Jak and Daxter and Ratchet & Clank, and finally Kingdom Hearts. FIFA and golf games became popular. The iToy came on the PS2. It could play PS1 games and DVDs. San Andreas, arguably the best game ever, came out on the PS2 as well. In fact, there was a total of 3,874 games on the PlayStation 2. That's an astronomical number of games to play. When it comes to the PS2, it had and still does reign supreme. That's the list. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe for more Pretty Crew Gamers, and I will see you next time.